So welcome back to MainStation. Today I will be going over a trade I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you how I place my stops or how I place my stop and my buy order. So we have this upward channel we've been seeing since the breaking of our descending wedge or falling wedge. And if you go to my last video, or if you've seen it, then you'd know that I predicted or I thought it would move like this, that we would have some sort of correction and then a move upward and create a little bull flag together with this downward trend line, which would create a falling or a descending channel, which usually also breaks bullish. And so now we've seen the breaking of this downward channel, but just a little bit sooner than I expected it. But I timed it quite nicely with, what happened right here? Okay. I timed it nicely with this second move to the upside. As you can see, it got just through on this second high, and I thought it would come down a second time, but it didn't. So we had a nice breaking of resistance, and now we have seen beautiful consolidation on in this channel and on this downward trend line, this downward this downtrend line of this descending channel. So now we see a very nice equilibrium with our high, our low, lower high, higher low, lower high, and another higher low. This could very much just go on for a few hours, but I think it will break today, and most likely, in my opinion, to the upside. This channel line. So if you have a channel where price moves in between, you have always a channel line and a trend line. In a descending channel, like we've seen here, you have the channel line on the top, the trend line on the top, and a channel line on the bottom. The trend line is always more important than the channel line, because in a downtrend, price usually has a downward trend line which it bounces off of. So when price moves down, like you've seen here, the resistance on the top is usually more important, since support can be broken multiple times, but the breaking of resistance more coincides with a trend change, and you always want to be looking for a trend change in technical analysis, since a trend change gives you a place of entry for your orders and your trades. So here we have the channel line on the bottom, here the trend line on the top, and now we've seen an upward channel, so we have the channel line on the top and a trend line on the bottom. Yeah. So as I said, I predicted this move, or I thought I would, and now we have an equilibrium. And how I would trade this equilibrium is if you go like place, this is just paper trading as usual. Go like 1 Bitcoin and go to stop order. So how I would trade this, we have a low, or we have a lower high right here and a higher low right here. So these are the most recent highs and lows. But we actually seen a double top. You could call this a double top if you want to. So in my opinion, we could very well just move to the upside again, maybe create a lower high right here and then bounce back down, or come back down and bounce off this low right here, or off this low. So it's not quite clear that this is our lower high and this is our higher low. So in my opinion, if I would trade this, and I'm going to trade this, I want to use this lower high and this higher low. So if you go to the 4 hour, you see it's a little bit choppy. So you want to be more protective since the patterns are not too clear yet. So I'm going to trade this is to move my buy order, my buy stop right here around like a little bit above these 2 candles, since I don't want to be entering on a triple top and then see continuation to the downside. So I want to end like on like 4178 or 4179, 4179, and place my stop loss below. I usually like to set my stops a bit higher, so since I can always just move them, at least on TradingView. So I would set my stop order, my stop loss order below this here, this low. Although it's not quite sure if this is our higher low or not, I would set it here for now, since I can always move it lower. And I want to have as little of a loss as possible, so I would set it around 3951. 3951. Like this. And I would also advise you to do not use exact numbers like 3501 and 4180, since most bots and people will buy at round numbers, since round numbers are usually prettier to the eye, and you don't want to be entering or exiting on a number where most people will enter and exit, since you might not be filled in your order. Yeah. So if we get it here, like you could set your order to the following days, but I'm going to keep it for this day, since I think it will break today, and if not, then I will reconsider my entry. So I'll do it like that. Buy 1 Bitcoin. I always use price and not pips. So if you go to buy, well, that's interesting. Order declined. Order declined? Well, just try this again. Okay, let's try this again. So, what? Okay, I don't know what happened. That's interesting. Okay, so 4178, 4179, 4179. Stop loss at 3951. Is that what I wanted? Yeah, 3951. And 1 Bitcoin. Stop loss. Stop is below the entry. So, come on. I think, well, why wouldn't it take it? Well, what? Where is it? Buy. So that's interesting. Whoa. Okay, if we go to maybe Bitfinex. Alright, yeah, Bitfinex has this premium on top of it. So you want to be 4308, 4308, and 4074, 4074, 1 Bitcoin. Tag. Okay, so it worked right here. Maybe this wasn't the smartest move. That could be. Well, whatever. Yeah. My price target is the channel line, which coincides with the 618 Fibonacci ratio, which has been very nice resistance and support. So I think we have like a 10% move we could do right here, but I don't know if it will go any higher. So I would take profit around this area of 4,400. So there's a nice 10% gain to be made, possibly. Yeah, if we break through the 618, then it's going to be very interesting, since we don't really have support until the 0.382 Fibonacci ratio, and that would like be around 5,200. So if we actually break through 618, we have like from this another 18%, and from now there it would be nice 30% gain. So watch out for this channel line and this 618 Fibonacci ratio line, and I will be taking my profit right here. I think at least we break like very much, at least we break with like huge candles through, which also it's very interesting, and I'd recommend you to notice is that we have declining trend strength on the ADX line. So that would also incline a movement like up here, then down here again, and maybe see like a fade away of trend strength, and then maybe see continuation to the downside. Yeah, which is very interesting. We see now a new low of strength, and which usually indicates a continuation of the trend. So in this trend, it would be to the upside. So see a move to the upside, which does not break this resistance line and go down again. Yeah. So that's it for today. I hope you have some great holidays and do some good trading. This is TradingView, and I would very much recommend you to use paper trading if you want to learn something about trading and get better at it. Yeah. Wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.